I think that most balanced people can agree that greed has destroyed the world. I mean, that's why Jesus said the root of all evil is money. But it really has. So here's the thing. I've been talking about this karma check, okay? Completely most incompetent background check place I've ever dealt with. They do have competitors, but really they don't. And I'm going to explain in a minute. So, part of the reason tech was joyous about Trump getting in is because he opened the door to allowing them to buy industries, okay? So we already have the problem in healthcare with private equity, which is like they're bottom feeders. They destroy they destroy things, but so do venture capitalists. They love to say it's about innovation. No, look. There are people out there, okay, the Glenn Becks of the world, I don't care who it is, okay, that are going to say that, well, if AI gets smart enough, it's going to solve all these illnesses and problems. Are you kidding me? All AI does is take in information, okay? So all it can do is take in all the information that the humans have given it, and maybe it'll come up with something. But all it's done in healthcare is technology has destroyed healthcare. It has. Now, I understand people don't like paper charting, okay? Yes, but it gets worse all the time because Silicon Valley is just a greed-filled, unempathetic, dystopian place there that doesn't care about democracy. They just become the new globalists. Okay? But it doesn't matter. Because even though Karma Check does have competitors, they have a competitor like Checkr, they have a competitor like Civis or Accurate. Ultimately, under their verticals, and verticals is like, well, it's the public and the private that are involved. It's all the same public and private. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you didn't see my last video, so like the private company would be OpenAI, XAI, Global 500. The public partnership with them would be Microsoft, Google. It's all the same. It's the same problem we have with everything else. Okay? And so all of them want to get into HR because then they can control, because their idea, and I think it's just nonsense, okay? Because what technology has done, because they just brought more cameras in, is they've taken staff away. And so the technology has served the people running the hospitals or healthcare agencies, because it's like, oh yeah, let's get AI, then we don't have to pay somebody. That's why greed has destroyed everything. That's the reason AI being involved in healthcare is the worst thing ever. I mean, I loved the healthcare industry, like, some 50, well, not 50, but, 30 years ago. First of all, again, you could apply for a job and be starting within 5 days. Because of tech, because of all of the nonsense. I mean, even in their epic charting, it just becomes more boxed. They do everything to keep you away from patient care because they're just as bad as the globalists. Whether it's a private equity firm or it's a venture capitalist, they all have the same vision, and that's a dystopian one. So, and they know everything about you. So it's sad because they hurt the people that have the least. They do. They hurt every industry for the people that have the least. See, I'm getting upset. Because so it's like, don't tell me how great tech is. Don't even tell me that bullshit. Okay, yeah, you could say, well, you use your phone. Well, yeah, they managed to get everybody addicted to their phone, didn't they? But I can't go and give my resume to somebody and talk to somebody face to face anymore. And in some ways you could say, well, that's better. Okay, but they always give you a little taste of the good part while they take everything else that's good away. That's what I have seen them do to my industry. They've taken staff away and replaced it with cameras. They've put more checking boxes in to where you're not spending time with patients at the bedside, and then the public then complains that nurses don't care. It's like, yeah, it's because of tech. It's because of AI. Take it up with them. Because of them and because of the people that run healthcare at the top that are so greed-filled that they want to have as least amount of staff as possible. They are the people that don't care. And everything they bring into the hospital setting, everything from Silicon Valley to AI to the people running the hospitals at the very top, the C-suite, everything they bring in is all, oh, it's going to bring innovation and make your job easier. It makes nothing easier. It's made everything worse. Then add in all the social issues they've brought in to where nurses were made to have to call kids by their chosen name that they wanted to be called, even against parents' advice. Even when parents would say, no, we don't support this transgender stuff, the hospitals would tell us we would have to honor what the kid wishes. Like all the social issues that came in that should have never come in is a result of the people that are in C-suite and a result of Silicon Valley, because both are only interested in greed. They aren't interested in human beings. They aren't interested in making things better or caring about the little people. They're only interested in a dystopian world where they have all the power and all the money. And to act like tech has advanced us is ridiculous. Again, I don't care what the Trump administration says. I don't. I know it. Trump does not work in my industry. I doubt he even understands it. Okay? But I know what I've seen. You know, most days in the past few years, I regret becoming a nurse. And yet it was what I've always wanted to do. And not for some reason, because nurses don't make all this money people think they do. But because I wanted to help people, I did. I went into it for those reasons. I know everybody hears that, but I did. And then to see what tech has done, and to see what C-suite has done, you people are, you're just a shame. Shameful. And then all these organizations support this. So the fact is that even though all the venture capitalists saw Trump coming in as a good thing because now they can buy companies and compete with the globalists, it doesn't make them any better, because all of them still want to bring in their tech. They want to turn the HR departments of staffing agencies for nurses and for eventually in hospitals into basically AI running it. Machines should not be deciding performance reviews. But of course that serves C-suite, because they always, and it's never about, just like I've said for years now, that magnet of nursing was just complete waste of time. Okay, it wasn't ever about excellence, because they never cared about the care the nurse provides at the bedside. They would say they do, but it was all spreadsheets and numbers. They're as bad as tech. But understand that there's a price to pay for all of this. So when you think that, because I see people in comment sections say that AI, we might as well have AI because nurses and doctors, don't have bedside care anymore. That's because of AI. That's because of tech. That's because of C-suite. When they take more staff away from us, it's less time we have to spend with you. Most nurses want to spend time with you. That's what they're there to do. I mean, in psych anyway, they want to help. But because of your AI, because of Silicon Valley, because of globalists, because of technology, they have completely taken the human and care out of everything to do when people are at their most worst.